So Wizards of the Coast got in touch and said, hey, what would your favourite commander from Commander 20 be? And I said Gavi Nest Warden. Obviously, like a cycling commander, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Lo and behold, what happens a couple of days later in the post, we get Timeless Wisdom, which is the new Commander 20 deck with Gavi Nest Warden as the face commander. We're going to go and crack this bad boy open, but we're going to do it in a special way because obviously you don't get cycling commanders every day.
Damn, your girl so fine, but her breath is like whoa. She says she wanna dance, but she don't know how to whoa. I'm iced out.
Oh yes, this is only going to end well.
Alright, let's get started with this nonsense.
Alright, so first up we have Gavi Nest Warden, a legendary creature human shaman. You may pay 0 rather than pay the cycling cost for the first card you cycle each turn. And whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 red and white dinosaur cat creature token. I mean, I really like this card. This is it's pretty much the perfect cycling commander. There's a lot of things it synergizes with. There's a lot of cards with really expensive cycling costs with really, really powerful effects. Certainly things from Alara block, for example, where you had converted cycling costs of 8 and they had really, really powerful effects when you cycled them. Inside the box you also get Akeem, the Soaring Wind. Whenever you create one or more tokens for the first time each turn, create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. 3 blue, red, white. Creature tokens you control gain double strike until end of turn. Pretty good based around a token theme. There is a token theme in this commander deck. And then we have 2 partner commanders. We have Bralin Skyshark Rider and Shabraz the Skyshark. So Shabraz the Skyshark says partners with Bralin Skyshark Rider, flying. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Shabraz the Skyshark and you gain 1 life. Blue or white, target human gains flying until end of turn. I mean, that's really fantastic. It synergizes with everything that draws cards. So for example, cycling. The human in the deck, Bralin, says whenever you discard a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Bralin Skyshark Rider and it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Red, target shark gains trample until end of turn, and that is a 3/3. So both of these cards together, both of these partner commanders, obviously working really, really well together. Works really well in the cycling deck for drawing and discarding, but obviously a little bit better, so something like Faithless Looting, for example, would trigger both of these, where it wouldn't trigger the Gavi Nest Warden. Up next, we've got a couple of cycling cards, new prints. So we have Crystalline Resonance. Whenever you cycle a card, you can have it become a copy of target permanent until next turn, except it has this ability. We have Dismantling Wave. For each opponent, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment that player controls, and then it has a massive cycling cost of 6 white. When you cycle it, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Got Herald of the Forgotten. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, return any number of target permanent cards with cycling abilities from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's really, really powerful if you have some stuff in the graveyard that you want to get. The last new print with cycling is, of course, Spellpire Phoenix. When it enters the battlefield, you can return target's instant or sorcery card with the cycling ability from your graveyard to your hand. At the beginning of each end step, if you cycle 2 or more cards this turn, return Spellfire Phoenix from your graveyard to your hand. So obviously it's a Phoenix, it's going to come back from the graveyard, but this one triggers on cycling abilities. So that's really cool.
Up next, I was surprised to see in the new cards a little mini goad sub-theme. Obviously goad is a very good mechanic for making sure that combat actually happens and that people are attacking anybody but you. The 4 new cards here are Agitator Ant, Martial Impetus, Psychic Impetus and Shiny Impetus. And the rest of the new prints in this deck are Bonder's Ornament, Cryptic Trilobite, Ethereal Forager, Fierce Guardianship, which is obviously one of the best cards in the deck, and Surly Badgersaur, which is the best card print in the deck. I mean, it's a badger dinosaur, what more do you need? It's not just all new cards. Let's cycle quickly through the old cards as well. Akroma's Vengeance, Astral Drift, Cast Out, Decree of Justice, Eternal Dragon, Valiant Rescuer, Boon of the Wishgiver, Curator of Mysteries, Drakehaven, Hieroglyphic Illumination, Neutralize, New Perspectives, Nimble Obstructionist, Ominous Seas, Reconnaissance Mission, Vizier of Tumbling Sands, Lightning Rift, Rooting Moloch, Slice and Dice, Tectonic Reformation, Abandoned Sarcophagus, Fluctuator, Migratory Route, Survive Thundermane, and finally Zenith Flare. Phew! To bolster the token sub-theme, you've got Descend Upon the Sinful, Hoofprints of the Stag, Chandra Flamecaller, the Locust God, Spirit Cairn, and for the drawing aspect you have Isperia Supreme Judge, Mercurial Chemister, Niv Mizzet, and then 2 other random ones, Portal Mage and Sun Titan. We are running Jeskai, so obviously we need some mana rocks to be able to cast all those wonderfully coloured spells. We have Arcane Signet, Azorius Signet, Boros Signet, Commander's Sphere, Izzet Signet, Raugrin Crystal, and Sol Ring. As part of the deck, you also get a number of cycling lands in the mana base. So we have Ash Barrens, Desert of the Fervent, Desert of the Mindful, Desert of the True, Drifting Meadow, Forgotten Cave, Irrigated Farmland, Lonely Sandbar, Remote Isle, Secluded Steppe, Smouldering Crater. And for the non-cycling lands we have Azorius Chancery, Boros Garrison, Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Hostile Desert, Izzet Boilerworks, Myriad Landscape, Mystic Monastery, Prairie Stream, Reliquary Tower, Shivan Reef, Skycloud Expanse, Temple of the False God, and a complement of basic lands, obviously islands, mountains, and plains. So that is Timeless Wisdom. I'm so happy with the contents of this deck. I feel like it's giving you a really strong commander deck if you just want to play something fun. And there's a lot of value in there as well between reprints and some of the new cards like Fierce Guardianship. But what do you think? Leave a comment below. Thank you so much to Wizards of the Coast for sending me this free deck to unbox. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.